Just wanted to say I'm sorry for canceling on the restaurant. There's a reason for that. I couldn't afford it. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for canceling on the restaurant. I don't have a car to pick you up.
Wait, you don't have a car?
I mean, you're really pretty, and I didn't think I'd have a chance, so I had to say things like that.
Oh, I see.
We could go to the KFC right over there if you want.
KFC? Are you freaking kidding me right now? I don't want to waste more time with you.
I'm not rich, and I don't have a house. I don't own a house. I don't own a car. I don't have any money. I mean...
Okay, then why did you say that stuff to me?
Because I thought, like, if I didn't say that stuff, you would have not come, right?
Well, that's not true. I mean...
All women are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel. And what I mean by that is all women are hypergamous, which means they all want to date up and get a man better than themselves. Some girls mask it by saying, I want a guy that's ambitious. Some girls mask it by saying, I want a guy that's educated. Some girls mask it by saying, I want a guy that works really hard and matches my energy. Either way, women always look for a man's potential and ambition and his future when mating, which inherently means they are interested in that man's ability to provide in the future, which makes them a gold digger to a degree.
What would you want his income to be?
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127. Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K? 70K?
It is $45,000.
Women that are 5 times worse than the women your grandfather dated want you to bring 5 times more to the table. That's real inflation. That's real loss of value. And also, ladies, why aren't you holding these earning standards for yourselves? I thought we lived in a genderless society.
I'm asking it because I've seen like rich guys, successful guys, and they're like mid 30s, 29, 35s, and they just call us gold diggers just for being female energies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
no.
I think that's what makes us scared of being honest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but all girls look for guys that make more money. My thing is this: if you don't want to be a gold digger as a woman, reciprocate value. And what I mean by that is, if the guy's making money, right, and he's successful, you don't just come in and be an annoying bimbo not doing shit. That's what most hot girls do, and that's why they get labeled a gold digger and useless. But when you come in, you add value, you make his life easier, you're pleasant to be around, you make him look good in front of his friends, you're helping him out with you see him like he's trying to book a trip or something, like hey, I'll take care of that for you. You're helping him with like bullshit that he doesn't want to necessarily do. Like, that's when you're adding value. He can't call you a gold digger then. He can't, because you're adding value. Women only get called gold diggers when they're useless. So
I just watched a video where women were asked about dating a man who is a perfect 10, only to be told he uses an Android phone instead of an iPhone. Surprisingly, they all said they wouldn't date him because they assumed he didn't have money. It's worth noting that there are Android phones in the same price range as iPhones. The main issue here is that these women are so focused on money that they believe only guys with iPhones are worth dating because they must have genuine wealth. According to these women, guys with Android phones are considered poor. Ever heard of Samsung flagship phones, ladies? Apparently not. This obsession with money leads women to overlook other important aspects of a man, such as his character and looks. They simply want a man who can afford the latest iPhones every year, as it means better pictures for their social media accounts. This materialistic mindset is concerning. This obsession with wealth is partly fueled by a sense of entitlement. Many modern women have an inflated sense of their own worth, which is often disconnected from their actual value in the dating market. For example, I once had a session with a woman in her late 30s who earned a substantial income of around $35,000 per month. She had achieved success as a sole owner of a business, earning significant money. However, she faced a problem. She had 2 young children, one of whom was a newborn and the other less than 4 years old. She asked me for help in finding a man as she is not currently dating anyone and is a single parent. Despite having a good income, she desires an educated alpha male who earns more than she does. This is not an uncommon request, as I often come across similar situations. She seemed unaware of her true value in the dating world. In her youth, she was stunningly beautiful. I know this because she shared her social media profile with me. However, her appearance had changed significantly after having 2 children and going through a divorce. Despite her changed appearance, she felt entitled to a better man than her ex-husband, who had left her for someone else. She wanted a man who not only surpassed her in income, but also accepted her and her children into his life. Realistically, there are few men in her age group who would be willing to enter into such a situation. As women age, their options in the dating pool diminish, especially for those seeking partners willing to take on the responsibility of caring for someone else's children, which often comes with its own set of complications and drama. The prime age for women in the dating market is typically around 23, after which their value tends to decline. In contrast, men often reach their peak potential later in life, sometimes in their late 30s or even closer to 40. Women, due to a lifetime of receiving attention, mostly from less assertive men, often have inflated self-esteem and a sense of entitlement that may not align with their actual worth in the eyes of more discerning partners, particularly alpha males who may prefer younger, single women. This sense of entitlement is often reinforced through social media. For instance, the woman who earned over $30,000 per month and had a substantial online following likely received admiration and attention primarily from other women. However, most men would not find her appealing due to the way she presented herself and the products she promoted. In general, women tend to date and marry up the socioeconomic ladder. While they may engage in brief affairs with alpha males, they ultimately seek long-term partners who offer higher social status. It's important for men navigating the dating market to understand that many modern women have an inflated sense of self-worth, believing they deserve more than what their actual market value suggests. Coming to terms with this reality can be challenging for women, as they may eventually realize that their expectations need to be adjusted. Regardless of how much money women earn, it's important for them to have a realistic understanding of their value in relationships. Unlike men, who are often more willing to share their wealth with their partners, women may hold out for someone wealthier who can fulfill all their desires for the long term. When a man evaluates a woman, he is initially drawn to her physical appearance. However, he also considers her personality, which may take longer to assess. Even if a woman is physically attractive, if her personality is lacking, it can significantly impact her overall desirability. A high-quality man is unlikely to settle for a woman who is lacking in personality, as he believes he can find someone better. Modern women often struggle to accept this reality and may end relationships over seemingly trivial issues. This behavior, while common, can be perplexing. For example, consider a man who seems perfect in every way. He has a great physique, is tall, earns a high income, has a nice car and apartment, and has a successful career. He is also attractive, sociable, and well-liked. Despite being an ideal partner by many standards, he may not meet a modern woman's expectations of perfection. Despite recognizing that he possessed all the qualities she desired, she rejected him because he drove an older car, displaying a level of foolishness and immaturity. A friend of hers, aware of his potential as a husband and father, was puzzled by her decision to dismiss him over such a trivial matter. Their promising relationship was abruptly halted because she deemed his car inadequate. This scenario illustrates one of the challenges men face in finding a suitable partner. Despite living in an era that promotes tolerance and condemns materialism, many modern women still exhibit materialistic tendencies, willing to end a relationship over insignificant reasons. While his car may have been older, it was functional, with working windows and air conditioning, capable of transporting them to various destinations. Yet, she chose to prioritize the superficiality of his vehicle over his character. A car may be challenging to replace, but changing a shallow mindset is far easier. This behavior underscores women's unending obsession with wealth. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.